Yo, what is up, guys? Welcome back to the 6-week transformation. In today's episode, I'm going to be taking you through how to adjust your training program. So we're never going to have the most ideal conditions. Sometimes that's going to be the case, but the majority of the time, shit's going to change. So you need to be adaptable and flexible. Now, today, I was hitting my chest and tries. I've gone through my current training program, which I have linked in the show notes, in description. But essentially, I was going through chest and tries. I had some changes to my schedule, had some cancellations, had to shuffle some things around. So instead of having an hour to get my training session in, I only had 40 minutes. And by the time I went through my warm up and everything, I only had 30 minutes to get through my training session. So point to note is that we don't need to have an hour. If you're constantly looking for an hour to get your training done and you don't have an hour, you're just not going to get it done. So you're better off making some adjustments and working with the time that you do have available. So what I'm going to do is take you through the training session that I did today. I'll tell you what my training session was supposed to be, and then I'll show you guys how I actually adjusted it to still get some quality work in, focusing on providing the correct stimulus for the adaptation that I'm looking for, which is strength and hypertrophy at the moment. And I'll show you how I made those adjustments to get a quality training session in 30 minutes. Let's go. So my first exercise is strength based. I'm hitting the 5x5 template here. Now, this is the main focus of the training session. So I want to lift as heavy as possible. It's having 2 minutes rest here. It took me about 15 minutes to get through my 5x5 with 2 minutes rest, lifting as heavy as possible. Now I can use just this one exercise as my strength work if I've only got 15 minutes. All right, because I still had some time, what I did next, typically I would do 4 sets of 10 for the chest. I would normally use an incline fly here. However, due to my limitations with time and the fact that I was supersetting some chest-based work with some tricep-based work, so you'll see I go from this is some isolation work for the chest, then I go into some isolation work for the triceps. Now, I still did 4 sets of 10 here with 1 minute rest, but instead of just doing straight sets on the chest with my incline flies typically, then I would normally go into some form of high rep sarcoplasmic hypertrophy, 3 sets of 15, 30 seconds rest for the chest. Then I'd finish with the tries. But because I was obviously limited on time today, I supersetted these 2 exercises, flat flies, with my skull crushers. All right, 4 sets of 10 here with 1 minute break. Now, this took me around about 8 to 10 minutes to get through these exercises, and that left me with about 5 minutes left in the training session. So what I did just to round out the session was I did some close grip push-ups. So I was targeting chest and tries. I did 3 sets of 15 here with 30 seconds rest. Normally I would do 5x5 chest, 4x10 chest, some form of fly. Then I would go 3x15 for the chest. Then I would do my skull crushers, 4x8. Then I'd go into some form of pull down, 3x15. So as I mentioned, guys, you're not always going to have the ideal amount of time to get some training in, so you need to work with what you have. Now, I'm currently in the process of building out some training programs, which I'm going to have live on my website. Link is going to be in the description below. I like to use a modular training system. So the modular training system is a great way to start linking together certain aspects of strength and conditioning so that we can drive the correct stimulus for adaptation. All right, so if I want to get stronger, I need to train strength. If I want to get more powerful, I need to train power. If I want to be better conditioned, I need to do some energy system conditioning, anaerobic and aerobic. So the modular training system is a great way to start putting all of these elements together, and then they're basically pieces of the jigsaw puzzle, right? Once we understand that, then we can start taking pieces of the jigsaw puzzle and start putting them in to start painting a picture of our training programs. Keep an eye out for the training programs that I'm going to have live on my website in the next couple of weeks. Let's go.